I'm back. I just realized something. I don't even know how much space I've got for this video. I might run out of space and be thinking I'm showing you great stuff and I'm not even showing you anything. That could happen. I don't think this is going to work. Man, I need to really start pulling some serious miracles off here. You cannot, in many cases like this, you cannot save all the length and all the width. Just ain't gonna happen. I need to get more of the smaller ones of these. I don't like the long ones. But I had it. I hate to waste things. Man, this is just... You better believe I'm being careful. Let's try and see what happens with these smaller punch. Smaller punch gives me less force. It gives me better angles. Since the punch itself is more rounded, I can get a little smaller bite but a bigger angle. While you're doing this, keep looking at it from the side and keep looking at it from the ends and everywhere and ask yourself, where's your point in there and are you getting into it accidentally? See, I know that in hitting straight down on that it's going to kick up a little bit, but I'm trying to do it from my past experience in a careful enough way that when it does kick up, I'm not digging in too deep, and I'll try and attack it from over the other side and get rid of the hinges I'm making. But I'm trying to grab little bitty depressions and tiny flares and stuff in this edge to do slight amounts of good. That one failed and kicked. If you start having problems with this, it's probably because I'm hitting on Delrin now instead of straight on the copper like on the other punch, and that makes it less quick on the force and it's slipping more. But I can file it. And I can grind it a little. See, that's how that's kicking up. Anytime you see that, all this kicking up, what it's from is it's from the copper is sliding downwards and initiating a flake near the edge, and it hinges down and kicks up. And sometimes you just sort of let it do it and figure that you're getting enough benefit from what you're doing that it's worth that additional complication. Of course, whether you would do that sometimes depends on what's on the other side. You know, what's your strategy, your bigger strategy for coming and fixing what you're doing. All right, so we'll go here. Can y'all see? See how it's running up there? I'm not trying to hit straight down because I'm on the end now. And I'm trying not to get too big a bite either, because that can mess you up. There's times when the reason you break it is you just try to do too much with one hit. Crap. Well, sometimes you just get too burred up and feathered up and grunged up on the end to where it doesn't have much shockiness. Don't take your flake. You can't be shy on this kind of work. You have to be very willing when you see the opportunity. Like, I mean, I still got a bunch of thickness in here. At some point, you know, when am I going to get aggressive? Am I going to get aggressive after I've lost all my width? No. Too late. I don't know why this isn't working. Man. All right. This is above the center line. I'm going to hit it anyway. I'm going to hit it along in here, and I'm going to try and squeeze it. Which means I'm being radical. Come almost sideways down here and blend into that a little bit, but see it's taken off the square edge and still leaving me angles that are theoretically possible to work with. Part part of my problem that I should have stopped and fixed is I've got this punch hanging out fairly far so it can flex a little bit. I had it out because I was trying to get into a tight area over to the side. I was trying to flute one of those other points the other day over to the side near the ear from that angle, and so I hung that thing out a little farther for that purpose and never readjusted it back. You see that? You know, I didn't want to hit too much down. I'm hitting on the end. I wanted to drive it that direction. Same thing with here. I want to undercut that. I want to undercut that hinge and just drive that in and feather it. Well, it broke. But anyway. Actually, crap. Y'all are making me mess up. Y'all need to be more quiet. Hang on. This is a knife edge. What am I doing? What am I trying to do? Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay, so I took the knife edge off and made a thicker edge. Put this down. Let's try and do things right for once. That ain't right. Dang. I mean, I undercut it, but I didn't hold it right. I didn't hit it hard enough. So it rolled out. All right, I have one more opportunity. If this doesn't work, I'm going to throw this thing down and not video anymore ever again today. Okay, you see how I braided all them dorsal ridges there? Well, I undercut all of that. I mean, you got to admit, I get an A for aggression. And I didn't dive it. I didn't, in my frenzy to hit that sucker, I didn't squeeze it, you know, like you instinctively would. No. I held it like a beautiful butterfly. And so, from many perspectives, it worked. All right. I'm starting to think. Now look at that. See? See? See how great that was? I'm holding like I'm holding a bird's egg. That one came all the way down to there. There's the pieces of it. Oh yeah. Trying to think of something funny to say. I think the reason I came back from eating as hyper as I am is because wifey gave me a bunch of blueberries. So I'm on a blueberry glucose rush or something, or fructose, or whatever it is. Yeah, I could just put that in my keeper case like it is right there. Call it what do they call that art that doesn't look like art, but the artist says it's art, so it's art. Abstract art, that's what it is. It's actually, I could call this a proto eccentric or a pseudo effigy. It could be like looking at clouds. What do y'all see in this? Yep. I have a problem. It is August the 9th of 2017. And there's like 11 or more nap-ins coming up. And I keep telling myself I'm going to become a camper, but I have not become a camper. And so this is an issue. Oh, hang on. I'll be right back.